Good morning, everyone. It's really a great day in the history of CCS to be able to fulfill this dream of launching a public policy school. What I want to do is just give you a brief story of how this idea germinated and how it has taken a shape so far. Of course, a long journey ahead. We have many more things to do, and many more people will join in this enterprise to make it successful as we go along. I think idea started largely when CCS completed 20 years. I know it sounds very old. 20 years last year. We started in 1997. And at the end of 20 years, we asked our stakeholders, supporters, and people who work with us, that what has been the most impactful work the CCS has done. And almost unanimous answer to that question was the work and the engagement we have done with college students has been the most impactful work the CCS has done in its history for 20 years. And we decided at that point that we need to do more of what we are good at and where we are making an impact. So we began to think about scaling it up than what we have been doing earlier. And second, going also in depth. Right? So scale up meant that we are now expanding our programs in the CCS Academy by 4 times. And going in depth meant that we want to start a full-fledged 1-year public policy course. So we used to offer short-term courses called I-Policy, usually 3 to 4 day long. We also offered credit courses, law and public policy, particularly at National Law School in Bangalore, at NUJS in Kolkata. So having offered short-term courses, credit courses, and now we also have an online course in education policy. We decided that we need to go deeper into the public policy space. There's a lot of demand from the people who attended this program. They want to do something and build a career in public policy. And if CCS were to help them on their path, it will be very fruitful. And that's, in a sense, how the idea of thinking about a public policy program, a full-fledged 1-year program, came through. Right? And as they say, rest is history. So everyone we met after that idea to talk about public policy had shown instant interest. Right? And we realized that almost everyone who has worked in the sector, who has thought about the sector, who has thought about the India and its future, has realized that there is a need for such a program in India. Right? So a program which has to be distinct, contextual to India, right? And something that it offers which hopefully creates a commitment of the people who go through that program to work in the field, not just to walk away from public policy after getting a degree. Right? And to show you the diversity of interest in the idea, I'll narrate with you just 3 meetings that we have done, 3 of the many meetings that we have done. Right? And each of these meetings, in the very first meeting, there was an instant connect on the idea and what actually they would do to support the idea. Right? So very first meeting was with Nandan Nilekani. So Luis Miranda was the chair of CCS, Pramila Nashrath, the other trustee of CCS, and I, 3 of us met him and briefly talked about the idea of a public policy school. Nandan almost immediately said that I'm happy to support it for the first 3 years. Not only he said I'm willing to support it, he also recommended that CCS should use his own experience of last 20 years right, in the running public policy programs, even though they are short term, and our own understanding of the challenges India is facing, and build the program through our own effort, as opposed to going out to an existing university or a place to start a program. So he was quite strong believer in the idea that we need a different kind of public policy school, and hopefully CCS can deliver on that promise. By the way, I should mention that Pramila Nashrath, who was at that meeting, today is her birthday. And it's great that we are launching the public policy school on her birthday. Right? So immediate connect with Nandan Nilekani. The second meeting that Luis and I did was with Dr. Vijay Kelkar. We met him for lunch in Pune, right? And just over the lunch, discussion around public policy, he had many ideas about what we should do. One of the ideas he gave, and I'll refer to that later on, was about having a Hippocratic oath that we should have at the end of at the time of the graduation ceremony of the batch of students of the public policy school. He agreed to chair the academic advisory council with the proviso that we would not request him to travel to Delhi often. So he's not here today, but you will hear him on the video that we will screen shortly. The third meeting, and this is where a colleague of mine, Samta, and I had gone to meet with Subhasis Gangopadhyay. And I think less than an hour or so that we had discussing around public policy school, Subhasis said that also this is something I've been thinking about on my own, wanted to do something in this space. It's great that you guys have started this, taken this initiative, and at the end of that brief meeting, he became the founding dean of the ISPP. What I want to show you is that 3 meetings, just one meeting for short duration, created this kind of alignment around the idea. Now I would say that the response of Dadan Nilekani, Dr. Vijay Kelkar, and Subhasis Gangopadhyay shows that the ISPP is an idea whose time has come. One thing that we've been thinking about, and this is the ongoing process in terms of developing the curriculum and the course structure and how they're going to engage with the students throughout the year, is that we want to build a 21st century educational institution, which is different in its own formation as well as the way it's going to conduct itself. I will highlight some 3 characteristics that I think probably common to the 21st century education institutions, and hopefully that's how it will proceed moving in the future. The first is specialized. We are actually very specialized school. We are only going to be doing public policy, right? It's a very courageous decision in a sense to stand on your own feet, right? Most public policy schools are a part of a larger campus, a larger college or university, right? They are not independent, standalone programs, right? While we are going to be specializing and doing just one thing, hopefully we do it well. Is just do public policy. The second characteristic of this way of thinking is to be asset light. We are not going to invest in infrastructure, land and buildings, the white elephants, right? We are going to be asset light, focus on what we are good at, which is the content and the delivery, not so much on the assets and creating those assets around the school. And the third, I think most important thing, is to be talent heavy. By talent I mean the faculty, not full-time faculty, but faculty that will be invited to join the program exactly when they are needed and for a specific duration of time that they are required to deliver that module or content. This way we are going to be able to attract world-class faculty to the program with the short modules that they can deliver. Right? At the same time, we would not have to incur the large sunk cost of having them permanently on the staff. So I think the thinking around the policy school is really unique in terms of its design. Right? Be very specialized, be asset light, and be talent heavy. Right? And I think combining those 3 things, we'll be able to build an institution that hopefully shows a pathway to higher education in India. Yes, CCS has played a catalyst role. In a sense, we have played a convening role around this idea. Right? Now, as you can see on the people who are here on the panel and the speakers who are here, all of you in the room, and then many people who are on the academic advisory and the governing council of the school. Right? There's a widespread, diverse support for the idea. And we believe that having played the role of convening role, now the school will be nurtured and led by diverse set of people moving forward. Let me just say one thing, something about the structure of the course, curriculum that we are thinking about. Our idea is that it should be experiential learning. The graduates of the school from the day one should be able to deliver on the tasks they have been assigned in the new employment that they would have. So we are thinking very hard about what kind of skills would be required for them to perform well. Not just what theoretical structure they need to have, but what skills they need to have. So we are thinking about this curriculum broadly with an acronym that we have been using called SPEL, S-P-E-L. S is for skills, and we identified about 12 to 13 basic skills, including writing and communication being the primary one on the list, right? Data analytics and many of those things which are common to public policy studies. So focus on the skills, the S part is skill, the P is for political economy, focus on the theoretical structure that will inform the thinking around public policy choices. The E of the SPEL is about ethics, and I think that is something probably hopefully unique that we are bringing to the table in a public policy program. So by ethics we mean two things. One is being able to make ethical choices among policy options that you have. Right? So in any given situation you have multiple policy options, and you need to exercise some judgment about which of those options that you are going to put into practice. Right? And many of those choices would involve serious ethical considerations. And so we're going to focus on how to train people to think systematically about those very difficult dilemmas and choices. Second part of ethics is about professional ethics. So we believe that as a public policy professional, you also have a larger professional obligation or responsibility, like a doctor does, right? And which is linked to the Hippocratic Oath idea that Dr. Vijay Kelkar had earlier. That you need to be conscious of the fact that choices you make would have impact on the millions of people, for good or worse, depending on what choices that you make in the policy arena, right? And that should impose some obligation on you as a public policy professional. So that's the ethical part of the curriculum, right? So SPEL, S for skills, P for political economy, E for ethics, and L is for leadership. Of course, the young people who are going to be joining the program, we want to make sure they are able to build that capacity to lead as they move forward in their professional career, as well as hopefully in making a change in the country. So that's the broad sort of structure of how we are thinking about the ISPP. There are many people who have been part of this journey, and you will hear from them directly during this program. I just want to end by saying that, at least in my humble opinion, ISPP is a path-breaking 21st century institution, and we hope that all of you will support that idea as we move forward. So welcome to the launch of ISPP.